So, let us continue dun sa ating discussion. I have prepared 4 problems pagdating ng impact loading on springs. Now, this is the first problem. A body weighing 1,000 pounds falls 6 inches and strikes a 2,000 pound per inch spring. The deformation of the spring is, so going back, i-drawing natin yung inyong spring. Okay. Meron ka daw spring dito. Pagpasensyahan nyo na yung drawing ko. Meron ka daw loading dito which has a weight. Babagsak daw siya ng 6 inches. Okay. Ito yung ating spring. Yan. At ang rate ng spring mo is 2,000 pound per inch. Pagdating ng imperial units, yung weight is somehow equal na din sa ating mass. Kaya as is na yan. Weighing 1,000 pounds dapat. LB. So, PE will be equal to the energy exerted. So, that is the weight multiplied to the height of the fall plus the deformation of the spring, which is asked. Ayan, the deformation of the spring equal to yung energy exerted of the spring. So, that is 1/2 nung kanyang spring rate multiplied to the deflection. Tama ba? Tama ba tayo? Let us go back here. Tignan natin kung tama yung ating formula. Lagi mo i-check kahit alam mo sigurado ka na. Yun. Okay? So, that is the weight, which is 1,000. Ba natin to. Copy natin. Yan. Weight, bale 1,000 pounds. Multiplied to the height, which is 6 inches. Plus a deflection, di natin alam. Equal to 1/2, tapos 2,000 pound per inch. Multiplied to the deflection squared. Now, simplify natin. Magiging 6,000. Tanggalin natin yung unit, pound inch na yan. Plus 1,000 ng deflection. Tapos divide natin to ng ano? Divide natin ng 2, bali 1,000 pound per inch, tapos naka-square to. Ngayon, makikita nyo, pwede siyang i-divide both sides by 1,000. Okay? So, 6 plus yung deflection, tapos deflection is squared. Ngayon, napansin nyo ba, this is a quadratic equation? This forms a quadratic equation, ha? Pero, ang gagawin natin dyan, i-reform muna natin siya sa mas maayos na quadratic equation. Squared minus in deflection minus 6 equal to 0. Now, go to your calculators. Ano yung tinuro ko sa inyo nung topics 1? Diba? You go to mode 5 for equation. Hanapin nyo yung naka-quadratic equation which is 3. So, this is, titignan mo na yung mga variables. 1, negative 1, negative 6. Now, tignan natin yung deflection. X is 1, 3, and negative 2. Wala naman tayong value dapat kapag deflection na negative value. So, that is absurd na yung 2, negative 2. So, the value for your deflection will be 3 and negative 2. So, ang kukunin mo dito is the positive value. Okay? 3 inches will be the deflection of the spring. Okay? So that is for problem number 1. Very simple lang naman ang mga problems of impact loading pagdating sa springs. At marunong ka lang tumingin ng figure. Number 2, compute the period of oscillation. So that is T. Okay. Of a pendulum of a length of 1.2 meter at the North Pole, where the acceleration due to gravity is measured at 9.832 meter per second squared. Ang turo ko sa inyo that your T will be equal to 2 pi square root of the length of the given pendulum over the gravitational constant. So, T here will be 2 pi square root ng the length, which is 1.2 meter. Okay, magbigay ulit tayo dito. 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. Okay? Yan ha. 1 mile is equal to what? 5,280 feet. 1 mile is equal to 1.604 km. Ano pa? Mga basic natin sa inch. 1 feet, 12 inches. 1 fathom. 6 feet under the ground. Okay? That is yung conversion units natin. Huwag natin kakalimutan, ha? So, this is 1.2, 9.832 meter per second squared. Ngayon, tignan nyo, ha? Cancel ito, cancel ito. Go to your calculators. Okay? Clear natin. Shift, clear. Okay. So, this is 2 shift pi multiplied to the square root ng 1.2 over 9.832. So, that is 2.19. 2.2. Answer? 2.2 seconds. 2.2 seconds. That is for problem number 2. Sir, paano naman yung natural frequency? Natural frequency is 2 pi over t. O di, 2 pi over 2.2 seconds. Cycles to, radians per second ang lalabas. 2 pi rad over yung 2.2 seconds. Answer, 2 shift pi divided by 2 shift pi divided by 2.2. That is 2.86. Natural frequency is 2.86 radians per second. Okay? So that is for problem number 2. Problem number 3. Tingnan mo ha. This figure, sabi yan, is loaded with mass of 10 kilograms. Ayan, pababa siya. 10 kilograms. And the corresponding static displacement is, ano daw? 0.12. Calculate the spring stiffness. So, paano natin i-calculate yan? So, this is the representation, graphic representation ng loading mo. So, ang kinukuha mo dito is the stiffness of the spring. So, ang stiffness of the spring is in pound per inch or kilogram per meter. Yan. So, it is loaded with the mass of 10 kilograms and it has a displacement. So, na-displace daw, na-deform daw yung spring mo ng 0.12 meters. Calculate the spring stiffness. So, Pag free body diagram, so yung positive up will be counteracted nung negative down. So at equilibrium. Now, the spring stiffness, Kx, will be equal to mg. Now, ang hinahanap natin is the stiffness. So, K will be equal to mg over x. So, this is very simple. Paano pag nagdagdag ka pa dito ng dalawang spring? Alamin niyo yung series and parallel spring. So, K will be equal to M, which is 10 kilograms. And the gravitational constant natin, kapag hindi binigay, matik yan, 9.81 meter per second squared. So, 9.81 meter per second squared. Ang lalabas dito is in Newton. Pero ito naka-gram, dapat i-divide mo ng 1,000. So, this is 0.12 meters. Okay, paano magiging ano to? Magiging Newton. So, copy natin siya. Copy ko dito sa baba. Yan. So, K will be equal to 10 grams multiplied by 1 kilogram over 1,000 grams multiplied by 9.81 meter per second squared. Tapos, ito dapat gawin mo na lang millimeter. Okay? So, 0.012 meters times 1 meter, 1,000 mm. So, cancel natin yung 1,000 dito. Pero sama ko na lang para makita nyo sa calculation. So, 10 9.81 over 1,000 times 0.012 times 1,000. So, the value is 0.008175 Newton per millimeter. Check natin. Correct. So, that is the spring rate. For number 4, the last problem. Consider a pendulum such as the recently given. Compute the angular natural frequency. So, that is omega n in radians per second of vibration. For the linearized system, if the mass of the pendulum is 3 kilograms, so M is 3 kg. The length of the pendulum is 0.8 meter. If the pendulum is at the surface of the earth, what is the period of oscillation in seconds? So, period T is equal to 2 pi square root ng the length of the pendulum over G, surface of the earth, o the normal G. T will be equal to 2 pi. Paano kapag surface of the moon? O di 1/3 lang. Almost 1/3 daw ng gravitational constant or gravitational pull yung sa Earth. So, meron kang 0.8 meter over 9.81 meter per second squared. Calculate. square root ng 0.8 over 9.81. So, the answer is in seconds. So, 1.794 seconds. Paano naman po kapag natural frequency? O di omega n, that is 2 pi over nung period mo. So, that is 2 pi radian over 1.794 seconds. The answer is divided by 1.794. So, that is 3.5 radian per second. So, that is for oscillation, natural frequency, spring rate, impact loading, and for the period of the spring or the pendulum or the oscillating body. Okay? I hope marami kayo natutunan ngayong araw and then you can apply it on your next topics. Okay? So that will be all for today. Have a nice day.